when I wake up, I like to hear something funny.
I listen every morning.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
They're rocking and rolling, so I like it.
Good morning. I have this routine I do every day. I like to come in here and I like to read the text messages from the day before. And I don't see them all, but I like to look through and see what people were talking about. Sometimes they mention us. Usually it's in a negative light. But I saw this guy, Michael, write in. And sorry, Michael, I don't know if you're up right now because you sent this yesterday after the show was over. If you get up this early, but if your name is Michael and you send him one of the code words on the text line, I was thinking about making you dumbass of the day, but I figured, well, we do a lot of contests with texting, so I'm not going to pick on this guy. But the code word game, Money for Nothing, is not something you want to text in. You have to take the words we give you, go to the website. You have to have an account there. You just sign up real quick.
Yeah, you don't text these in. And Jeremy's going to do something right now that is going to cause people to not listen to the words that are coming out of our mouths and go ahead and make the call to text it in. So you realize by bringing this up that, we might be doing a disservice to what we're going to speak to right now, right?
You mean texting in the code word? Don't do that. You have to go to the website. You have to enter it there. It's called Money for Nothing. You can't miss it. $1,000 every day. We have a code word coming up here in a little bit. But Michael, after the show yesterday, the first code word for Seth was hockey. This was from yesterday. And I wouldn't have said anything, but you think I'm a bad speller. I've never seen anyone in my 44 years on this planet misspell hockey. Hockie. Really, dude? Like, you can't even screw that up with Siri or Alexa or anybody else if you're doing voice to text. Google chick, whatever she is. There's no way that's not even a real word. Hockie.
Well, hold on, but they're texting, so no,
it's EY.
He is way far away from the.
And
I.
You would hit the E first. Yeah. If it was EI, I would say, oh, maybe, but no, not really.
No, you're right.
They're not even close to each other on the keyboard.
I always have to check the keyboard and see where they are juxtaposed to give people the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
If they deserve the benefit of the doubt.
But he went IE. Now, he could be dyslexic and hit I, and then instead of, I don't know. No, I don't see how that would work either. So, yeah, hockey. Hockie. Wow. Question.
I have a theory on this, by the way. Let's get to the poll question, right. And I'll get to my theory.
So the question is, you can go over there and you can vote that you're either, you're staying home, you're going to fly, you're going to drive to your destination, or no, you're not traveling. You're going to stay home. That's at kzoz.com.
Okay. My theory on this is your one chance. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to not.
You and the excuses. You love to pull them out of your back pocket.
To travel.
To not see you. Sorry, Mom. Can't see you.
Coronavirus.
You know what, Jeff? Here's what's sad as you laugh. I have access to your Facebook page, all right, because we use it.
Yes.
And your mom writes on there how sad she is. Wasn't it her birthday recently?
Mm-hmm.
And she was in a comment. And she said, God, I miss my kid. I miss my grandkids. I miss seeing them. And I hate this COVID. I can't wait for it to be over so I can see my family again. And you're over here talking about using the COVID excuse to not see her for the holidays?
Well, she takes it serious. I took my family to Grand Canyon, and I'm like, hey, do you want us to come visit you? And she's like, I don't know. Coronavirus. Okay, fine.
Oh,
you're gonna do that? Then
you extended the olive branch.
We're going to roll with that. Through the holidays.
Yeah, I just felt bad when I was reading that comment. I felt so bad for your mom. I'm like, she's trying to do the right thing. She's elderly. I mean, she's grandma.
She did just have a surgery too, so I mean that's part of it.
God, I swear, my parents are always, or my stepdad, he's having surgeries all the time on his head, his knee. Just had knee surgery. I'm like, listen, you bag of bones, you need to get it together. I'm going to see them, by the way. So hopefully I don't give him COVID because, I mean, he's in a weakened immune state right now.
It's easy for you to go see them because they're, 4 or 5 hours away?
6.
6 hours away?
6.5. I mean, it all depends on traffic. Yeah, I could usually get there in 6.5 hours. And they're like in a retirement community, right? I mean, this time of year, people move into Lake Havasu. They have their winter home there because it's not, really cold where they normally live as it is. But still, those are elderly people too. So it's a bunch of old people. So they don't go anywhere or do anything.
I think people are viewing this as the 1 year where they don't have to travel because they have the excuse of the coronavirus.
You normally travel at least for one of the two holidays, right?
We are still planning on going to my in-laws
around Christmas. Now, that's a big commute.
Around Christmas, but it's not that bad because we usually break it up to a 2-day trip.
Okay, but it still takes you 2 days to get there.
No, it doesn't. Though I mean, that's the thing. It takes like 2 halves of a day.
Okay,
it's a 10-hour trip if we're to.
So you do like one day, you do a lot of hours one day, and the next day you get up early, and then you
do a few hours.
I got you.
We usually go to about Reading, stop and get any last minute supplies in Reading.
Northern California. I mean, you're almost to Oregon. I mean, I would just say it's a big investment. I'm sure they appreciate it.
But the place where we're traveling to, they have no cases of coronavirus, or they have very little cases of coronavirus.
And after you leave, everybody's got it.
I'm going to give it to everybody. But
get out there and kiss everybody.
I think that this is the year in which I don't think it has anything to do with the fear of getting sick at this point, because as we've seen, unless you're elderly with underlying conditions, we've seen time and time again.
You get sick, you recover.
People getting sick.
And the numbers are going up and up. I mean, they're worried about, in our county, that it's going to go back to purple.
Ooh. But I
heard that on the news.
But the death rates are down. The death rates
are down, but the infection rate is up.
Right. So the infection rate is up, but everybody beats it, but the death rates go down. So I don't understand where the rationale in all this comes into play. But it does allow, this is your one chance to get out of the holidays. If you need to go to in-laws, if you need to go to family members that you don't want to see, this is your opportunity. And I believe that's why that number is so high, more so than people being fearful for infection. Because is anybody really fearful for infection that is under the age of 60 at this point?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm afraid if, just by what you just said, people are going to be pissed and they're going to be complaining. But, I think it's a fact. I think a lot of people are starting to come around the fact that, is it better that we all get the antibodies? Or is it better that we all hide in, our homes and then, we don't get the antibodies and it's still out there, but the numbers go down? I don't know what the answer is.
To each their own.
But you don't want to lose anybody else. And I know there's people that are,
No, I know.
That have lost people, and it's, to lose anybody over anything is devastating. I mean, we both know. We both have lost family. I mean, it's awful. It's our Surf Tech Communications poll question, though. Holiday travel. Are you going to fly? Are you going to drive? Or no, are you going to stay home?
Oh, we got train in there, too.
Oh, good. The train that's right. We got the train here. Love that, Surf Rider. SurfNet Communications, over 15 years of experience getting you connected with speeds faster than DSL or satellite.
And faster than the train.
That's right. They are the leader in rural broadband internet.
A lot faster. Corruption that a company
especially, yeah. But, yeah, I haven't really ever put a lot of stock into it because I figure the only people that leave reviews are people that are super happy with their experience, or mainly majority are super pissed.
Yeah.
You normally don't get that.
And even if you're super happy, so when my car broke down in Arizona, the dealership over there, which they ended up selling me a bunk alternator, so I was kind of happy that that I didn't leave a good review for them. But they asked me. They said, I said, hey, thanks. I appreciate everything that you've done for me and my family, because this is kind of a pain in the butt getting marooned at the Grand Canyon. You guys provided me with a car. I really appreciate that. And I said, I just want to say once again, thank you. And she's like, yeah, that's great. Could you put that in a review and put it on our website?
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, yeah, sure.
No.
I'll do it when I get home. And I never got around to doing it.
Right.
But I feel like I had good service. I had really good service from that dealership there. And even though she asked, I was still not compelled to do it. It was strange. I was like, I'll get around to it. And I never got around to it. And now the moment's passed.
Look at this. I had to go to my Yelp.
So what are the people, what compels people to write a positive review to the point where it's a glowing review. Are they getting kickbacks for it? Because, I mean, what they did for me, I would equate to almost a kickback prior to asking the ask.
You feel like you've either been treated really well, like I was saying, or really bad. I have wrote reviews. How many reviews do you think? And I'm trying to say the last one I wrote was a year ago. How many do you think I've written on Yelp? How many businesses do you think I've reviewed? I mean, 3, 5 actually.
5.
Yeah.
All of them positive?
All of them positive. You know me. I'm Mr. Positive.
Yep.
Let's see here. I did this great little family Mexican restaurant in Rio Grande. It's still around, called La Costa Grill. Clippers Barbershop, where I used to get my hair cut. This guy that installed my TV on the wall, I don't know why. I just walked away from that. I thought that was an awesome experience. The audio solution.
They did a good job.
You've seen it?
No, but you told me about it.
Oh,
they did a really good job.
Yeah. By the way, you're always invited over. You never come over, but whatever. We're neighbors now. And then the Broad Street Public House. Great place. People and beer. Owner is a bit sensitive, though. You have to get the nacho tots. I think Matt asked me to write that review. He's like, hey, would you give me a review on Yelp?
He did. He asked us to do reviews.
Yeah, and so I did. And I
feel like the minute I'm asked
that's why you got the zing.
The minute I'm asked to do it, I feel less compelled to do it. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like the minute,
exactly.
Like
she was like, yeah.
I was planning on leaving a glowing review for Findlay Honda in Flagstaff, Arizona. And then she said, could you put that in a review? And I was like, sure. And I got to thinking about it. I feel dirty now.
It's a little pushy.
I feel dirty now.
Yeah.
So, are you doing a disservice by asking somebody to do a review? Now, I've done reviews for other things that they have asked me to do the review for because the service was stellar. Like the guy that processed our lender for our house purchase. He's a great guy. Great guy. I mean, he works with you.
He's the guy that we had on?
Justin, yeah.
Yeah, Justin.
From Assist Home Loans.
Kearns? Or?
Yeah.
Stearns, yeah. Sounds like a financial guy.
He's from
Stearns.
He's
Stearns Financial.
He works he's got 2 little kids, 2 little girls. They're young and they probably keep him up all night. And he's working right now. If you're refinancing a home or you're buying a home, you understand that these lenders are under the gun, and a lot of the people that were working for him were staying at home because they were getting great deals for being unemployed and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to find good work. So he's working 20-hour days, and he's still, whenever I call him up and have a question for him, he still answers my phone call, which is amazing.
Which is pretty awesome, because I
leave a good review for him because, I mean, I do believe he really cares, and he pours all his energy into the work for his clients. So I think that's cool.
Because I have the opposite right now. I have somebody who I really like, who I really think they do great work, and I will text them a question, and I won't hear back from them.
Why?
And I don't know why. They gave me their cell phone number. I don't know why. It's not like I text them all the time. But just a quick question. Hey, this is whatever. And it's really disheartening. And it's made me rethink that relationship a little bit, but whatever.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.